Well, it's been a hot minute, but back in September, I asked you to ask me anything, and now we're getting around to the answers. That's how much I care about my Ask Me Anythings. No, really, I do. I honestly do. So let's jump right in and answer your questions. What is my favorite tritone substitution? Well, if you take a D flat 7 sharp 9, drop a little A flat in the bass, that's a good one. A quick shout out to the 4 people in my comments that know what that means. A Sweet Muse asks, do I ever buy scratch-off tickets? No, I don't buy scratch-off tickets for me, but for Christmas recently, I bought somebody like $250 worth of scratch-off tickets. And I walked in with this trail of scratch-off tickets that was 150 feet long. And they were very happy. They were very happy. We'll see how it turns out. Luke Lawson says, are you ever going to come to Dallas? We were just there days ago. You know, and I noticed this a lot in my comments. A lot of people say, oh, are you going to be here or there? Or when can I see this? Or where are you going to be? Just go to the website. Everything is right there. It's just live shows, and you can just scroll, and it tells you where we're going to be. So give that a shot. Rick says, do I ever get tired of doing card tricks? It's like asking Tiger Woods if he gets tired of playing golf. If it's your real passion, you enjoy, there is no like, oh, I'm wearing out, or I need to get away from this, or I've never felt burned out. I got burned out from writing once. In between my first and my second book, I thought I could just continue to write. Like I finished the first book and I said, oh, let me just continue to write the second book. And I felt like I was crashing at like, I'd wake up at 10, and by noon, I'd be wanting to go back to bed. And I told Darwin, my mentor, about it. And he says, yes, there's such a thing as writing exhaustion. You just need a break, give your brain a break. But I've never felt that with piano or guitar or cards at all. I just enjoy doing it. Every day in my comments, people are challenging and saying this and saying that. And I don't look at that like, oh, now I got to figure this out. It's inviting to say, all right, how do I do this? So I don't get tired of what I enjoy to doing. It's like, do you get tired of banging MILFs? I'll leave it. Pro Soccer, are you getting nervous when I'm performing? No. You don't, you practice enough that nerves aren't even a thing anymore. I'm most comfortable on stage, believe it or not. If I get into an elevator and somebody turns to me and asks a weird question or something, it's not that you're nervous, it's just like, what is this? But on stage, that's where I'm most comfortable. Here it is, every single time I do an AMA. How old were you when you started this? I started when I was 7 years old. My brother showed me a card trick, and he fooled me, and I wanted to fool him back. So for the next 15 years, I tried to fool him. And then one day I did, and then here we are today. All right, here's one from somebody whose name is too long to pronounce. Has anyone ever tried to fight you at a show? No, I've never had that, but there was one time that I was walking around practicing, as I do. And this guy wanted to see, he said, what are you doing, man? And I said, oh, I'm doing a card trick. So I started to show him a card trick. And he was not entertained. Every time I did it, he got more and more upset. He said, do it again. But he wasn't enjoying this. And I started to realize I'm like in an alleyway pretty much on a poorly lit street in the dark now, just me and him, and he's getting more and more frustrated every time I did this thing. And he kept yelling, do it again. And then I just said, it's so easy. It's a trick deck. It's a trick deck. And I gave him the deck and I said, I guarantee within a minute, you'll figure it out. And I walked away. And I thought that guy was going to demand an explanation, and if I didn't give him that, I'd be bleeding out on the street. So that was the only time that I ever felt like something bad was going to happen after showing a card trick. But yeah, that was pretty methy, Gary Dennis, is there anything that I take extra care with my hands? I wouldn't say I'm overprotective, but I obviously will slow down if I'm, washing some knives in the sink. I've gotten plenty of burns and cuts and all sorts of things on my hands. I had some glass break in my hands once. I've got my fair share of damage, But it's not like I walk around in a protective suit to keep my career safe. But I will say if I wash a wine glass or something like that, and I think, is today the day that it shatters in my hands and my career's over? But in general, I'm like a pretty normal person in that regard. What is the most annoying question you've ever received? It's the one I just read. That's that one. What's my favorite day off thing to do? Honestly, I enjoy practicing. Whether that be piano or a guitar or cards. That's my thing. I have a cup of coffee and sit down and shed. Did I ever meet Ricky Jay? I did not meet him personally, but I did see his last show in New York. Cards in a Conversation, I think it was called. And it was fantastic. It really was. And he died a little bit after that, so not too long after that. So I was happy to see him perform, and it was really something special. Can you show us what wines are in the back? Yes, I can. Do you want to see a magic trick? Only the finest in editing. Okay, anyway, I'm a big fan, and I don't know if we're allowed to do this. Can we talk about this without my channel being banned into the ground? I'm going to give you examples of what not to drink so you stay healthy. Brunellos, don't do those. Barbaresco, nope, don't do that. Barolos, stay away from. But here's some examples of what not to do. Fantastic. I wouldn't say they're too pricey. They're under $100, anywhere from $50 to $100. 2018, 2016 even, to 2023 even, in that neck of the woods. Go to your wine store and get into some Italian sections and spend $60. You'll thank me later. These are absolutely fantastic wines, but you get the idea. This is the kind of stuff that's on that shelf back there that I enjoy frequently. See, 2020, what is this? $70 probably for this? But it's worth it. You only live once. And if you eat salads and drink water, you might get hit by a bus. So why not enjoy life? You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know. So why not enjoy it? Anyway, don't enjoy it with this though, because drinking is bad. So don't drink any of these. All right? Let's see if we have a channel tomorrow. Tessel2736 says, are there any ways to learn the tricks that I do besides my books? I have a masterclass out. Just search my name in masterclass, you'll find it. There's DVDs that have become streaming. And there's, that's it. That's it. I thought there was some other thing, but it doesn't exist yet. For me, books, I got the most value out of books because there was so many more insights and so much more detail. Streaming or DVD is like a one-time thing. Here, do this, and that's it. But books tell a story. There's much more depth to it and much more clarity, in my opinion. But you do you. Everybody learns different, but you do you. Cody Morris says, how long did it take to learn how to count cards? You could learn how to count cards in a month, easy. And then I would say another couple of months after that of just training, and you'll have it down pat. But you've got to do it every day. You have to commit to it and spend like an hour or two a day and do it. And I know that because not only did I learn it that quick, I have students that have learned it that quick. It's really not that difficult, but you do have to commit to it and do it every single day. Tom Carter says, have I ever been to a Taylor Swift concert? I wouldn't go to a Taylor Swift concert if she was playing in my garage. I'm not a Taylor Swift fan. It is the most processed, white, soulless, corporate. What are the lyrics? The lyrics are like meandering. It's like you're reading a 12-year-old girl's diary. It's not good music. It's not good music. It's not good music, and we'll finish there. Sam says, do I ever see myself building my own show, like having a residency without having to travel? No, honestly, I enjoy traveling. When I was 19 years old, I was on the road playing in bands. We toured around the country, and with Shamika Copeland, I was with her for 5 years. We did 280 gigs a year. That's just non-stop touring. And I I grew up doing that. I did that for 11 years with different bands, and I just enjoy that. But the idea of being in one location doing the same show every night, oh God, that sounds terrible. So I don't mind travel. I'm used to it. I like getting into a new city and eating somewhere and having different experiences and meeting people and eating food and seeing what the city has to offer. And then I go to a different city and it's all new. It's all fresh all the time. And then we get to go to tropical places. We're going to Spain coming up. And I just enjoy the travel. I know that sounds crazy, but I enjoy that experience versus just the same show every night of the week.